Arianne Curry is back online, and this time she's got a lot to say. According to her, she's been used as a storyline for the last 6 years while everyone else made millions off her name. Yeah, you heard that right. Arianne says she's done being the villain in everybody else's story. But the internet? They're not exactly agreeing. It all started when Arianne dropped a message online saying, "Y'all been using me as a storyline for 6 years now? Made millions. I'm done." Within minutes, social media exploded, screenshots everywhere. Blogs jumping in, fans asking one question over and over. Girl, what storyline? Because let's be honest, if you've watched Love and Marriage, Huntsville from the very beginning, you know Arianne has never been part of the official cast. No opening credits, no confessionals, no real screen time, just whispers from the chaos Martell created. Arianne's post definitely got people talking, but not for the reason she expected. Most fans were confused. How can you say you were used when you're the one always bringing yourself back into the drama? And that's the pattern, folks. Keep noticing, post something dramatic, delete it, then act like everyone misunderstood. But this time, the post stayed up long enough for the world to screenshot and react. People laughed. Others rolled their eyes because, let's be real, nobody's making millions off Arianne Curry. The show's success has always been about Melody's strength and Martell's downfall, not the woman in the background. From day one, Love and Marriage, Huntsville was about Melody and Martell's empire, marriage and messy breakup. Arianne's name only came up when Martell's cheating got exposed, and even then, she wasn't the story. His actions were. 6 years later, Arianne's still saying she was the storyline, while fans point out she's barely been mentioned a handful of times. And most of those came straight from Martell's own mouth. The truth is, Arianne wasn't a part of the show, the production, or the cast. She was never filmed, never paid, never invited. She was the shadow behind the story, not the story itself. And what's wild? Martell himself dragged her more than anyone. Remember when he called her a peasant on national TV? That wasn't the producers, that was him. Instead of stepping back after that, Arianne chose to go live, throw shade, post cryptic captions, and stir things up online. Every time Melody wins or gets praised, Arianne posts something mysterious. People can't help but see the pattern. It's almost like she doesn't know how to move on, because while everyone else grew from the past, Arianne stayed stuck in it. Melody turned her pain into power, building her brand, music, and empire. Martell faced public humiliation, but at least owned his mess on camera. Meanwhile, Arianne's still online saying she was used. But fans are saying she's the one keeping her own name in the mess. No one's writing scripts about her. No one's cutting checks off her name. The producers aren't plotting Arianne's storylines. The only reason she's still trending is because she keeps bringing herself up. And that's the sad part. 'Cause instead of peace, she keeps chasing validation from a show she was never really in. At one point, Arianne was Martell's secret, then his scandal, and now she's trying to be his victim. But none of those roles will ever bring her peace because the world moved on. Even if she sends single quotes tea. The thing about Arianne is she doesn't realize how much power she's actually given away. Every time she goes live, every time she posts, every time she says, "I'm done," she ends up proving that she's not. Because, let's keep it real, people moved on from that chapter years ago. Melody found her peace, her bag, and her purpose. Martell, for better or worse, is still out here trying to rebuild what he broke. But Arianne, she's still online fighting ghosts, and that's where fans start shaking their heads. Because if you truly believe you were used, wouldn't you have walked away long ago? Wouldn't you have built something new, something that showed your growth? Instead, Arianne stayed stuck in the same storyline she claims to hate. She didn't take control of her narrative. She kept reacting to everyone else's. And y'all remember? This isn't the first time she said she was done. She said it before multiple times. But like clockwork, a few days later, she's right back online posting another message, shading Melody or defending Martell. It's like a cycle that never ends. People keep telling her if you want to be known for something other than the scandal, You've got to stop feeding the scandal. But it's like she doesn't want to hear that. Meanwhile, Melody is out here quietly thriving, launching businesses, winning awards, raising her kids, and looking unbothered. That's what hits Arianne the hardest, because Melody turned pain into profit, while Arianne turned pain into posts. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A lot of fans think Arianne is still emotionally tied to Martell. They say every time he's silent, she feels invisible. And every time Melody gets a win, she feels replaced. It's like she's not mad about being used. She's mad about being left behind. And that's the real truth that people see. Even if she doesn't say it, because if you really were used for 6 years, then, baby, why are you still letting yourself be part of the conversation? Why not start your own? You could have flipped the whole narrative, done an interview, written a book, built a brand, even turned the scandal into strength. But instead, it's just another post, another rant. Another reminder that she's still living in Martell's shadow. And that's why the internet isn't buying her story this time. They're over it. They've seen her do this before, and until she takes accountability and truly steps away, no one's going to see her as the victim. At the end of the day, Arianne Curry might believe she was used, but the truth is, she used herself for attention. And now the attention doesn't hit like it used to, because time moved on. The story evolved. And the one person who refused to grow